Hello, everybody. It's the American Doofus Show. Don't be a doofus. I'm your host, Barry Welsh. We're going to have General Delta Django from the NFAR on tomorrow night. Really looking forward to that. I started an interview with him last Friday, and my laptop crashed. And we're going to revisit, and really looking forward to that. And this coming Saturday, the NFAC is going to have a formation in Lafayette, Louisiana, going to be joined by other organizations. And past couple of episodes, we have been talking about the possibility of going down there and live streaming it to make sure that that the truth is told. Basically, that it's we don't always like to trust corporate media to tell us the facts of things that and how they happened. But if I'm going to do that, I need your help. I've got a GoFundMe page up, and the link will be in the descriptions and in the comment. And I also have a Cash App. Those are the two ways that if you can help, you please consider doing so. Cash App is $American Doofus, all one word. And that's the way I can access the money and actually in time to get down there. And I'm going to wait until tomorrow. If it looks like we're going to be able to do this, then I'll book a flight and everything tomorrow. So if you can give, please consider doing so. And if we can't make it happen, we can't make it happen. You know, we'll report what we know. There's going to be a bunch of guns in Louisiana, a bunch of black guns and a bunch of non-black guns. And we know Grandmaster Jay from the NFAC, and we know Grandmaster Jay plays chess. And this is a chess move, going to Louisiana after being threatened by a congressman. Having ran for Congress myself, I find it just absurd how some members of Congress behave. Anyway, Grandmaster Jay's playing chess, and as he has, and this is a power move. This isn't going down trying to initiate conflict. My hope is that on the other side, there aren't a whole bunch of less intelligent people coming to play war instead of chess. And the number of guns we've got in the United States, actually, let's just talk about that for a second. In Indiana, Indiana's the 15th ranked state in the nation. And in Indiana, there are 14.1 legal guns. That's guns that have been registered and are legal guns. That's not counting sawed-off shotguns, sawed-off rifles, machine guns, semi-automatics that have been modified to be automatic, not counting hand grenades, improvised explosive devices, anything like that. It's just registered guns. For every 1,000 people, there are 14 in Indiana. And that's Indiana's the fifth or the 15th in the nation. Louisiana comes in at number 10, 15.1 guns for every 1,000 people. And again, these are just registered legal guns that Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms knows about. And then let's jump to number one. The number one state for gun ownership is Wyoming. And in Wyoming, there's 195.7 guns for every 1,000 people. That's 3 times higher than second place. Second place was Washington, D.C. And again, these are just, so Wyoming's really strapped up. And again, these are just legal guns. These are guns that Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms knows about through legal registrations. How many guns are out there? Well, I applied for a concealed carry permit on July the 1st, and there were so many applications that I had to wait till September 22nd to get fingerprinted. I just found out today in an email that I'll have my permit within 60 days. So that's through October through November. So around the 1st of December, I'll get my permit when I applied July 1st. So there are a lot of people applying for gun ownership, legal gun ownership. And we know not everyone that owns a gun is a responsible gun owner. We know everyone that has a gun isn't even a responsible person, let alone a responsible gun owner. So there are concerns what may happen anytime guns are involved, and a lot of guns are involved. Accidental discharges, ricochets, somebody pointing a gun at you and intentionally shooting you. So again, that's the reason I've been considering live streaming from Lafayette, Louisiana, if we can put it all together. Presidential debate is coming up tonight, and it just reminds us again that we need to register to vote, and we need to vote. Don't cut your nose off to spite your face. If you haven't registered, register. If you are registered, please vote. I'm not going to tell you to vote for. I've said if you don't know at all who to vote for, and they've got an I by their name, vote for the other person. The I means incumbent, and it means they've been there, and chances are they've been there too long. It's just a good rule of thumb for this election. There's an I by their name, vote for the other person. Now, the debate tonight, the person sitting in the White House at the moment, tax records came out, didn't pay any taxes at all in 10 of the last 15 years, paid $750 in 2 of those years as the most he's ever paid. He owes $400 million to foreign countries. $400 million he owes. And this guy's not a billionaire. This guy's a con man. And a lot of people have been conned. And they're not going to believe it. They don't believe it. They refuse to believe it. They don't want to hear it. And we've got to stop those people. And the way we do it peacefully is at the ballot box. We got to vote. And then there's Joe Biden. And in all honesty, what I've heard from most people about Joe Biden is he's not Trump. And that's going to have to be good enough. He's not Trump. He's not going to be an answer, but he's not Trump. And it will de-escalate things. Yes, there's going to be a radical far right wing reaction when their boy doesn't win. And we need to be prepared for that as a nation, all of us. You know, this may not be a race war. This may be something totally different. So, I don't know if I'm going to watch the debate tonight or not. I'm not really enthused about who I'm going to be voting for. I'm going to be voting for him because he's not Trump. Tomorrow, in Louisville, there's going to be released the tapes of the grand jury hearing when they made the decision to only bring back wanton endangerment charges against one of the 3 officers. There's a lot of speculation that this is going to be the news that swings the tide. This is going to be what changes everything. There's going to be things revealed that have been hidden. And I've talked to a couple of well-respected legal experts, and the conclusion is that's not going to be the case. There's going to be information that's going to come out and it's going to just piss people off. That's all it's going to do is piss people off. And eventually there'll be the results of a federal investigation, and all that's going to do is piss people off. Once Kenneth Walker fired the first shot, the police could do whatever they wanted, including murder Breonna Taylor, because that's the law. There will be no justice through the legal system. Now, a lot of this is because of the narrative. A lot of people think that Breonna Taylor was asleep in bed when she was shot and killed. And that's simply not how it played out. She was laying down on her bed, and Kenneth Walker, her boyfriend, was laying down as well. They were watching TV when the first knocks on the door came. By the time shots were fired, she was standing beside Kenneth Walker in the hallway. And therefore, once that first shot was fired, by Kentucky law, nothing could be done to the police. And nothing will be done to the police. Now, that's not justice. That's the law. So, all that's going to happen all that's going to be happening tomorrow in Louisville is just people getting more pissed off. And really, this would be an opportunity for the President of the United States to tell the Attorney General. That's why nothing's going to come in the federal investigation, because the Attorney General is who he is. If the Attorney General was Bobby Kennedy and it was 1963, things might be different. But all that's going to happen tomorrow is people are going to get more pissed off, and they're going to find out they've been screwed even more than they thought they had been in the past when it comes to justice. And it's sad. But once Kenneth Walker fired that first shot, police could do whatever they wanted to, including killing Breonna Taylor. And by law, there will be no justice through the legal system. Sad to report. Going to piss a lot of people off watching this, but I'm pissed off. That's why live streaming is important. That's why the crew in Louisville that do what they do, and hopefully I'm going to have a few of them on. And I'm not going to mention any names yet because I don't have anything nailed down, but you know who they are. Sad state of affairs. So, if you think we should be live streaming in Lafayette, please consider helping. I'm going to need help from a bunch of you, a couple of hundred of you chipping in a little bit each, and we'll be able to make this work. And if we can't, we can't. You know, circumstances happened. I probably could have swung it with just a little bit of help if I hadn't had to buy a brand new laptop. And, it may be wise not to be there. So if I don't get enough funds to go, then I'm going to take that as a sign that I'm not meant to be there. It may be silly, but that's kind of the way I tend to do things. It is the American Doofus Show, after all. I'm your host, Barry Welsh, and tomorrow night, General Delta Django. If we can make it happen live, it will be live at 9 o'clock. Otherwise, we will tape it at 9, and it'll be up about 10 p.m. Anything breaks between now and then, I'll go live or post another episode. But it is the American Doofus Show. I'm your host, Barry Welsh. Don't be a doofus. It's a dark world. Still try to be a light. And please, I love you all. Stay alive. I love you.